Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing? How we feeling? How's today going? How we doing, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Composite? Feels good, sitting flat on the day so far. What's up, Bradley? Good morning. Morning, Jodo. Good morning. Jen, good morning. JJB, what's up? Jamie, what's going on, bro? How was the co-stream this morning? How'd you guys do? You both green? We red? Agreed. Listen to Skid Steer. We are gonna set an aggressive like goal again. Have not gotten to 200 likes, so 150 likes, and we will give away an Apex account in honor of the new discount that they're running. So, setting the line right now, 150 likes, we'll run that. So, new stream, new like button, toss a like on there. I think we got 150 in the bag, so. Bradley, I like that. Although the rest of chat might not like that. So we'll rock 150 for now to start. We need 150, at least 150 likes. We're going on 2 streams. I think we haven't hit the 200 goal, so we'll bring it back down to earth a little bit. Lyrics picked the Tradeify accounts. Which ones? Which ones do you end up going with? Got you, Jamie. One sec. Word, good shout. And absolutely, 100%. 100%. I just got to go to bed nice and early. That way I can wake up for you, but yeah, 100%. No, I'm super down for all that. I think it could be cool. The select accounts. Gotcha. 50k or 25k, Lyric? True. Yeah, that might be a little easier, Jamie. Now that I think about it. Although, 6 a.m. my time's not horrible. Like, 50k select, nice. Apex is the GOAT. Yeah, I've been trading Apex for a long time, so I would agree. Although some of the new players have quite interesting accounts. Tradeify accounts are sick. Take Profit Trader has an awesome live program. There's a lot of fun stuff going on with the props, so we'll take a look at all of those in a little bit. How are we trading? Let's do a pulse check. How's everybody's day? We feeling good? We feeling bad? We red? We green? Do we like what we're seeing? Do we not like what we're seeing? How we doing? Good day today, yeah. In a short from 578 still. Man, you were holding the short all yesterday too. Or a long yesterday. You were holding a long yesterday. Let's see. $578. Oh, I guess you haven't been. Okay, so that's pretty... Okay, so you're short like right in here. Okay. 758, not 578. Okay, that's... I was gonna say. I was like, you've been holding it for what, 2 minutes? 758. Hey, I mean, that's where I got short. I got short up here 760 and grabbed a quick 50-pointer. Flat, none of your ideas have gotten filled. Yeah. Looking at the monthly chart, I think bear has moved. Yeah. Going for the whole move. Sleepy, trying to wake up. Yeah. Yeah, definitely get some coffee in you before you start slinging around trades there. Big chillin', up one base hit, being patient. Nice, very nice. Green, good, not over trading. Always good, always good. Yeah, I was looking at the some of the larger time frame stuff. We're in an interesting spot. I mean, you know, we're down 2.2% today, so clearly down 650 points right now. Good delta divergence at 20. Did you get that? No, I got short around 60 on... I mean, we kept bumping into this. We could not break these lows. So I looked for a pullback. Caught it at the +2, I think. Caught a pullback to the +2, and then wrote it down. Got out before having to deal with any of this stuff. Almost got stopped, actually. Took quite a bit of heat in this trade. Ride the wave. Always look at larger time frames too. Yeah, I mean, let me pull it up real quick. There's I mean, we're in an interesting spot, right? So, you know, I said yesterday, I was like, oh, this looks so this looks super bullish, right? Like we sit here in a trend for like 3 months. Nice, smooth, uptrend, life's great. Iran war, boom. Fall into all this chop. This volatile chop, up and down and up and down. Kind of create this range, but trend downward. Set a low, like June 9th. I think, right? Yeah, June 9th. The beginning of this week, or the end of last week, I guess it was Friday. Was this Friday, the 17th? I think it was. Finally break through that low. And wick back up. Put in this doji. Engulf both of these candles. Nice green day. Looks good. Yep. Yeah, ride the wave. I agree. On this level of data with the prop, I do not have good look back, so I can't. But I could pull up a different chart. We could take a look here. But I mean, this looks super, like, you know, get rid of these, right? Do this. Do this, and this looks like a nice little reversal. Looks like we're gonna continue to move up, maybe to that 30,000 area, right? Middle of the range, 30,000. We butted up against it a ton. And then, you know, we get this yesterday. Not bad. Kind of create a lower wick. All good. Close basically around Friday's high. And now we're dumping. Headed right back to that low. So that could be a target for today, right? That 28,500, right? We might see that. Maybe not. Maybe we don't come all the way down. It's quite an aggressive move. But yeah, we just dumped, right? So cap down, boom, keep it moving. Wick a little higher and just fade overnight. Interesting spot. But if you look at oil for some context, I mean, all the way back. So back at the start of the month, we were looking at, I think this was on the 17th, actually. Coming into the 17th, we saw us break through this 80 level, which goes way back to this original gap. So we fill this gap. And, well, now it's doing its thing. So crude's sitting at like 92. Crude's sitting above 92. On its way to... It's like 92 and a quarter right now. So, interesting spot here. Not looking too great. Definitely does not look too good. I mean, looking at the ES on the 1 hour, right? Like, not loving that. Kind of just plummeting. So, if you found a way to get short anywhere in here and you're still holding it, GG's to you. How do I use my volume profile? So I use volume profile mostly. Biggest thing I'm concerned with volume profile is volume point of control. So this is for the New York session, regular trading hours. If you look, I have two volume profiles being plotted. The one that is white here up front is regular trading hours. Behind it is the cumulative Globex, Asian, all the since Globex opened. So the entire session trading hours. So what I look for primarily is, volume shelves, where most of the volume is being conducted, and volume point of control. And I will pay attention on an inside day to value area high, value area low. Are we in value? Are we outside of value, below it, above it? Same thing with initial balance, right? Are we above? Are we in balance? Are we above balance? Are we below balance? And I kind of use that as a gauge for what type of trades I should be taking. Below initial balance, maybe I should be taking shorts. Above initial balance, maybe I should be taking longs. On an inside day, maybe I want to take a long into IBH or a test off of it, and vice versa. So I just use it for some context, key levels, stuff like that. Skid steer. Maybe I need some coffee and then I'll have a touch more aggression to get in some of these trades. I mean, yeah. Almost, we're approaching 700 points down. 2.4%. Jorge, what's going on? You take any trades so far? Yep. Took this bad boy. 50 points. Almost got stopped here, but good stop placement, good sizing. We're on M&Q half size. 500 buckaroons. No, you're good. When it dumps with no pullbacks, it's tough. Yeah, I mean, buying, like, I don't know. I have found that, oh, wow. Okay, look at this. Just spotted that. 363 in on market at 28,500. Seems to be a bit of a controlled descent. I would agree. I mean, we had a ton of buyers stepping in here trying to defend the lows. They did not. They did temporarily. Got a couple nice bounces, but sellers stepped on the gas here. And since we've been going. Interesting seeing so many sellers come in at 28,500. Ton of sellers down here. Ton of sellers down here at the lows. So I could see one of two things happening. I either, they continue to accelerate this thing lower. We are extended quite farther, right? We're extended 700 points to the downside. 2.4% right now. So either we accelerate. Yep, yeah. Big level on the daily. Is that June low? Are we knocking on the June low here? Let me look. Because that could be quite interesting. Yeah, so that's the June low, 28,500. That's that June low at the very start of the Iran conflict. So, interesting to see that as we come down into this level, sellers absolutely step on the gas pedal. Is that selling potentially people getting stopped out of their buys? Great question. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can look at it, right? Like this selling could be an attempt to, it could either be entering positions or exiting positions. I do like to think it might be people coming down into these levels and getting out of longs, but we'll see. I mean, either way, that's not good news for the downside. Then again, for a temporary little kickback, ton of selling, so I wouldn't be totally shocked to see some buying come in here, but that being said, we're down nearly 700 points. So, Long NQ, expecting the sharp pullback to the upside off of that 28.5, 28.496 or 596. 28.596. We're talking here. Yeah, listen to Nightbot. Give the stream a thumbs up and subscribe. New stream, new like button. 150 likes today, and we will do the giveaway. We have not reached the 200 like goal in the last 2 streams, so making it a little bit more achievable for you guys. 150 likes, and we will give away one of the... we'll give away an Apex 50K in honor of the new deal that's live on the site. Closed the 758 shorts at 485. Biggest ever point trade. I mean, 300 points. 280 points. Great trade. GG's. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen, the $49 deal on the 50Ks over at Apex, $49 all in. Intraday drawdown, no activation fee, $49 all in, wrapped up. And they went ahead and they are now offering 100K, I think they're the legacy accounts, 100K legacy accounts. Might be mistaken on the legacy part. 100K legacy accounts, all in, no activation fee, $59, which is kind of an insane deal. So, in honor of that, we'll lower the like total. 150 likes, we'll give away a an Apex 50K eval. $100K intraday. Yep, no activation. $59. Yep. Yeah. 50K's gone. But great deal. So, run up the like button. Quite an interesting day. Pretty hesitant to take a trade down here. Can't lie. Can't lie. Long at 800 or 8,500, I'm assuming. Stop loss 8 point. Previous candle wick after 15-point move. Stop loss 8 point. You got a lot going on there. There's a lot going on in that chat. Long off of 500. That's what I'm taking out of that. That's what I'm getting from that. I mean, we are coming down into this area of interest, right? Like that, I mean, we've been talking about it, but that, 28,500 level, huge area of interest. Bounced pretty violently off of it at the end of the week, last week on the 17th. The lows from June 9th, so quite interested to see how we react down here. We did see all of that selling come in. Interesting spot. Quite an interesting spot. I mean, decent little kind of V-shaped recovery here might be in the play. I'm not sure. We shall see. Like I said, huge amount of sellers stepped up down here at the bottom, so interesting to see where this thing goes. Looking at profit taking with the move up here, 28,550. Saw some sellers. See if they're reloading. Have a sell order at 74 with a stop at 91. So let's see. Offering 74, stop above 91 here. Yeah, interesting spot. 120 buyers entered there. Oh, around 28,550. Yeah, I mean, we're still seeing size. I mean, 100 buyers here. Oh, okay, yeah, 55 right here. 100 buyers. I mean, not a ton of like crazy size on this move down, really, until we got to the bottom. We got to the bottom of this thing, you see a 91. Where was this 91? 540. So on the way down, like at like 540 right here, we get 91. And then basically at the low of day, around, not quite the low, but this round number here, 363 coming in. Took it off, didn't play how you wanted it. Yeah. You're, that's 74 entry. That's pretty brutal, huh? Okay. Some more selling coming in. Yeah, Bradley, I love... Time in sales is pretty hard to read. Like, at the end of the day, you're staring at a bunch of numbers coming in. I do like the way Jaws has it set up, where he's looking at, he has the delta bubbles. So he's getting kind of a visualization of this on the chart. So if Jaws sees a big chunk of seller step in, just pops up right here. What I like is, I mean, I think oh, here we go. More selling stepping in. Small size. Oh, yep. Okay. And we're accelerating. Wow. Skid steer. That's 74 entry, man. Wild. Yeah. I mean, still kind of defending that 28,500 level. Very interesting spot, man. But being able to differentiate between buying in size and selling in size and, these smaller passive orders, ones, twos, threes, that's my favorite part about, the time and sales. And it's fun when you get something like that. When you get a big flush like that and you see all the orders start to come in, your screen lights up. Would have been fire if I'd gotten filled. A couple points off. It's how your day's been. Yeah, you were saying earlier. You just been missing your entries by a little bit. I mean, there's something to say about that, right? Like, it means you're protecting yourself. You're taking safe trades, right? You're trying to keep yourself out of trouble. I had plenty of days like that last week where I was just missing it by 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. Screen lights up, your face lights up, it's harmony. Yeah, it's harmony until it lights up red and you realize we're down, 2.5% on the day. Done for the day, guys. Best of luck. See y'all tomorrow. Yeah, GG's. Appreciate you popping out, saying what's up in the stream. All right, let's see. How many likes are we at? Where are we at? I really want to do this giveaway today. So, I'm going to keep calling it out. Okay, we're sitting at 80 already. 150, totally achievable. Totally achievable. Yeah, GG's, Luke. Great trade, man. Made a bag last night. Not too upset about it. But damn, I've had some almost great entries. Yeah. It's the name of the game. Yeah, GG's GG's to Luke with that crazy trade. Short from somewhere up here. Kind of like, I think he was short 58. Great trade. 280 points or 180 points, something like that. Nuts. What do we think about the accountability stuff? this morning. I was listening in. I think it's really cool. I like it. Have you guys all paired up? Do we all have accountability buddies? How's that looking? Any plans? Base hits from the linear regression standard deviation channels. Yes, this is, I mean, that's typically my entry. Although, again, in hindsight, this thing looks so pretty. When you're actually trading, you know, a live entry, this thing moves around a ton, so. Got a good group? Nice. Nice. Skid steer, JJB and I are going to dial in. Super cool. Yeah, man, you know, one of the coolest things, like, in my opinion, and what I've, you know, I mean, I've been lurking in the Discord for years, right? Like, one of the things that always brings me back to it is, like, you know, it's one of the few places where people understand, you know, like, this thing, right? Like if you're, you know, you tell somebody, you know, you tell a coworker or a classmate, you're like, yeah, I trade. Their initial reaction is like, oh, cool, can I give you $250 and you can turn it into $10,000 and then you can send me, you know, 9,000 and keep 1,000 for yourself? And you look at them like, what? Right? Like, most people don't get it, right? Or they you know, they start kind of spacing out. They really don't get what you're doing, right? So it's like, you know, the only people that get this and truly understand, like, some of the psychology behind it and the day-to-day and what it feels like and the challenge that we're all, you know, going through, we're putting ourselves through at the end of the day, are you know, other people that do it. So that being said, having a community where there's a ton of people that understand that, and you know, being able to talk to them about it, share positive news, negative news, you know, work on yourself, help them work on themselves, hold yourself accountable. That's huge. Yeah, skid steer. That people have no clue. Like, we'll call them the normies. The normies look at you like you have 10 heads when you try to explain some of this stuff. All right, down 730 points, 2.5%. So it is cool. I do like the idea of you know, making a space where we can all kind of pair up and chat. I said it in the chat. Bradley, love that. I said it in the chat. But if you guys have been in Danny's stream and you're using his Notion templates, maybe carve out a time each week. Just go through your journal, right? Go through your journals with each other. You know, they might be able to pick out different things, or, you know, tell you what they're seeing. So utilize the Notion template Danny has been given out. If you're not already, make sure you're journaling, and use those two things. Toss that in with the accountability buddy, and I think it'll pay off for a lot of people. Yeah, in a supposed downtrend, when we reach the upper standard deviation levels, the base hit plays. Yeah, that is essentially my trading style. USA. That is great name. That's my trading style. So I look for a measured pullback, either into this +2 or this -2. Like I said, context is key, because any indicator you're using looks really pretty in hindsight, right? You have MACD up. The moment it rolls over, oh, you should have taken that short. You don't, you know, it doesn't really appear until you take the trade. But it can offer some interesting spots. So yeah, that's the name of the game. Base hits off of off of these +2, -2 standard deviations. That's what I took earlier. Got 50 points out of it. So had to step away earlier before you blew your account. Well, glad you stepped away, Mitch. Very glad you stepped away. Account preservation is very key. It's the name of the game, actually, so. Here we go. The 161.8 fib is roughly 270. 270. If we see 270, I'm a little worried. Went for a jog. There you go. That's what we were saying yesterday. Sometimes you gotta... Yep. Bounce off the +2. Although, I mean, it's fairly aggressive, but I actually, you know... Let's see. So this is what I'm talking about, how, you know, with this being a moving indicator, although it's looking decent. If I was in this trade, I would want some more I'd want a decent amount of drawdown, just because we are kind of catching the bottom. Ideally, in a trade, I like to see, you know, grab that wick and continue lower. Well, it's playing out so far. Good for the base hit. Back down in the ones. Fluffy. Not going to stay long. Just wanted to say what's up. What's up, Fluffy? How we doing? Yo, Fluffy. Toss a like on there, even if you're not hanging out. Help these guys get to that like goal. We've been 2 days in a row with no giveaway, because we cannot get there. So even if you're not sticking around, toss a like on there. Help the boys out. Tossed. Good man, Fluffy. Good man. Left the charts today, down 650. Yeah. Did you get chopped up in some of this stuff down here? Or were you, what happened? Were you looking for longs? 10 points, done and gone? Yep, GG's. This market's not your style of trading? Well, good on you for being able to identify that. Yes, the chart on the right is a 22-tick range chart. Similar to what Matt uses. We have flipped the standard deviation channel positive, so... Gonna disregard this for a little bit. Yeah, man. Well, I think today's gonna be a little different. ATR peaked out like 78, 80. So we had like, I mean, the last 2 days have been crazy. ATR at lunchtime has been like 20. So all last week we had pretty elevated ATR, basically stayed above 40 at all times. And then the last 2 days, the beginning of this week, ATR like plummeted. We were getting like no movement. Tons of chop during lunch, which can be expected, right? But like 30 ATR at 11, like 30? 28 ATR at 11:30? We're sitting at, you know, double that right now at 65. So definitely some volatility here. Yo. Morning. What's going on? Czar, how we doing? Today's been a blast. Been on since London. 5 a.m. where all the fun started. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, 6:40 my time, so like 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. Crazy, man. I mean, look at that. What's nuts is, I mean, looking at the overall volume, right? Like, we have so much volume up here. I mean, we pumped all the way up to 29,283 in the overnight. Put a ton of volume in during the Globex session, during the overnight, during the Asian session. Start of London just ripped. Absolutely ripped lower. Mitch, you find a group? Good stuff, man. As soon as you saw some long movement, it was impatient. Going for a short on the first big green candle. Took a long on the second big red candle. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, like, you know, get long or get long here and short, like short here. Stopped. Mm. July low is too close for NQ to leave it. Unless NQ is truly evil. Yeah, we were looking at that earlier. I mean, right? Like, July's low right here. June's low here. Basically the start of all this craziness. You know, we had a nice grind up for a couple of months. Everyone was, you know, feeling great, feeling green, and then boom. Quite interesting. What's the monthly look like? Minutes. I actually don't think there's enough look back on look back data on here to fully take a look at the monthly. I think we'll get like 4 months of data. Daily seems like we broke structure and we could just free fall and give back a big portion of the move. Yeah. Quite an interesting spot. What is the light blue line on my chart? That is the opening. Well, there's 2 light blue lines. This is VWAP. So we're, you know, VWAP sitting basically at initial balance high. Quite a ways away. Although we are putting in a little bit of a V-bottom here. Did reclaim 28,500. So this is where we saw that, you know, 300 block come in on market. A ton of sellers step in. And then this blue line right here is the opening price at Globex last night. New high on New York on gold. Yeah, I do not really trade gold, although I used to watch it. I mean, right when gold and silver were pumping, I definitely paid a lot of attention, but I have not for a while. All right, how many likes are we sitting at? How many likes are we sitting at? 93? All right, we're doing good. We're doing good on the likes. 150 is most definitely in reach. This has been one of the more choppy summers this year. Lack of direction does get frustrating for sure. Yeah, I love a directional market. I mean, I think we all do, right? It's like you know, get long, get long, get long, get long, take longs. In that type of market, I love that. You know, it's pretty easy to just find a direction and stick with it. This market does not scream that at you. This market screams a little bit of indecision and uncertainty, elevated volatility, declining volatility. It's super weird spot. Then again, tons of opportunity in here to trade if you want to. I don't know. Cool stuff. We shall see, though. I think this summer is going to be a lot different than we've seen. Skid. I mean, maybe. I think this summer will be a little different, right? Like, seeing some of this volatility bleed into the summer, and we're in this weird choppy range on the daily, and, you know, we're testing the lows of the range right now. Definitely different, different vibes for sure. All right. If anybody has any interesting trades they've taken, trades that, you know, they're out of, you want to toss that in the spec trades in the spec trades channel in Discord, be happy to take a look. Just let me know you did. So toss something in there and give me a shout in chat. We'll take a look. Winners, losers. Just make sure if you do, things like price and time are all included, so I can get a bit of a reference of what the heck is going on. Videos would be appreciated too, if you want to make a quick little video of your trade once you're out of it. Do a little voiceover. Give us an explanation of what you were thinking. I am going to, how about this? I'm going to move over to the Tradeify. Oh, just took a short. Got out too fast. Target would have hit for 10 points. Yeah. Did you get stop break even? Come back, runner. I am going to switch accounts here. A lot of small trades, 10, 20 points, 90% of the time. Just going for consistency. Yeah, I mean, base hits, right? It's the base hit mentality. I'm going to switch over to the Tradeify funded account. See if we can get a trade going over there. Already took one this morning. What props are we trading, guys? What are we looking at? I keep asking this just because I'm curious. I'm interested in kind of, you know, expanding my my slate here, my stack. So I'm curious what we're trading, what we like about it. You know, is it new? Have you traded that before? Lucid Tradeify? Yep. Pretty sure Lucid is the next edition here. And I do like what Jaws has been up to. He has quite an interesting plan for his accounts. So I might take a page out of his book and go for some of that daily payout stuff. We can talk about it here in a little bit once I get switched over. Just give me 1 second. 1 second here. Let me get everything set up. We'll get the charts back up for you. Okay. All right, good to go. Lucid, Take Profit Trader, and Apex. Like Apex because they're cheap. Yeah, I mean, right? The barrier to entry, right? It's a big thing, right? Developing part of your journey. So just do Lucid 25Ks, the main focus on Not blowing accounts while you learn. In micro jail. I'll tell you what. We keep saying it over and over. Oh, there we go. Put your trade in the spec trade. Cool. We'll pull that up in a minute here too. I'll tell you what, the ability to hop into these props and just, you know, get exposure to the markets, learn, see what's up, and do it at a you know, pretty fair price point. In South Africa. Without knowing how I trade, if you were to give me 1 or 2 rules to follow that you think that might be beneficial to trading. I mean, I would say I would stick to some of the psychological stuff, right? Like, the business, is there a giveaway? At 150 likes, make sure you hit the like button. It's hard to right, create a rule set, not knowing how you trade or what you trade or, you know, all of that good stuff. But I would say a good rule of thumb, right? Like, maybe we start journaling every day and take a look back at that journal at the end of every week. Try to pinpoint different weaknesses and struggles. And then on the flip side, find ways to avoid that. I would say that's a good rule. It's more on the, you know, psychological side, but good rule of thumb. Setting profit targets and daily loss limits. Locking yourself out manually could be a good rule. If you know you overtrade, if you know you tend to tilt, give back your gains, right? Oh, trades by John. You can, in South Africa, can trade on Tradeify. That's sweet. If you're going to do that, if you're going to pick up a Tradeify account, look at the pinned comment, tbm.gg/Liam. Hop on there, go read about it, take a look. Use code TBM, you get the best discount always. Bradley, taking your time, typically risking smaller. So you like Lucid because you can take your time and only pay once versus the monthly bill. Yeah, huge. All right, let's take a look at this trade in spec trade. Let's see, Ravi. All right, give me 1 sec here. Let's pull that up. Let's pull that up. Okay, Ravi. Let's see here. What are we looking at? You said shorted 540. TP is below the low. Stop loss is the high of the range. Delta divergence happened at the top of the range. So that's why you chose the 540 level. So you took like 30 points? 30 points roughly? Crazy. What kind of size do you have on here? That's wild. What are you trading? Two minis? I mean, that looks nice on the 22 tick range though. Does look nice. See if we can see the delta divergence. Come back up. Delta fell off a little bit beforehand. Yeah. Basically reclaimed this high here, but delta's still kind of hovering down here. Nice trade. GG's. So you did, okay, so you took it based on that 22 tick range. 2 minis. Getting past an eval. Well, GG's. Great trade. Nice. Quick 10-pointer again. Did you take it off of, off the +2? Or what was your entry? I think we were talking about taking trades off the +2 earlier. Hit a like, guys. Absolutely hit a like. 150 likes. We'll run the giveaway. Trades by John. Tradeify's really good. In with them. Yeah, man. We're on the Tradeify account right now. Matt had the CEO Brett on last week. Cool dude. I think, I don't know. I'm very excited for the prop space and where things are headed, and a lot of these new props, and you know, we have a lot of options these days. And that's always cool. But I actually won this account live in his giveaway. I know, rigged. I know, not rigged, but I won this account live, Lightning funded account. So yeah, we're going for free to funded to payout here, which would be super cool. You guys have the opportunity to do the same. So if you hit the like button, run it up, we'll give away an Apex 50K in a little bit, in honor of the Apex 100K account discount that's live right now. $59 all in for the Apex 100K. Crazy value over there. So, been away for 20 minutes. Any trades taken? So we took this trade earlier, swapped over to Tradeify. Now we're just hanging out, yapping, talking trades. Am interested to hop into something here. We are closing it on the top of the hour, though. So, interesting spot. I'm kind of eyeing longs here. We are quite extended. I mean, this is a huge move, right? Can you tell me more about the 22 tick range chart? What's the setup? What are the bands? What do trades look like over there? What's confluence? So, Justin. Oh. Justice. The trade we took earlier, was basically, my exact setup. What I am looking for is an established trend day, right? We're moving in a specific direction, right? So earlier in the session, I was not looking for longs. I'm not trying to be a contrarian. I am looking for shorts, right? We're trending down since the beginning of London. I'm looking for shorts. You know, once kind of establishing that, all I'm looking for is continuation of trend after a pullback. So I use the 22 tick range chart and this and these channels to size pullbacks. So we're in an uptrend, in a bit of an uptrend now, potentially reversing, but in a downtrend, I'm looking for a negatively sloped linear regression. So these channels would be slope negative. I'm looking for an identifiable trend on the day. Once I find that, I'm looking at key levels. And when I find a key level that, or an you know, some type of area of interest, whether it's a wick test or, you know, kind of the highs of a range or initial balance high, initial balance low, volume point of control, I'm looking for this thing to exit the 1 standard deviation channel and come up and tap the +2 and then continue lower. So, right, like say we were looking for a long here and we decided we think, you know, if I decided, hey, I think we might have a bit of a mean reversion for the next hour or so during lunch. Sellers are going to take the pressure off, top of the hour. Maybe we'll come back here a little bit. I would look for a pullback with a positively sloped channel, pull back to the -2, and I would look to bid it up off of that. In hindsight, this indicator is really pretty, just like any indicator, right? Whether it's a MACD, a stochastic, whatever you're looking at, they're all a bit self-confirming because it is a rolling indicator. So it is a linear regression plotted against the last 100 candles. And these are just standard deviations being projected off of that. Yeah, delta confirmation, looking for other signs that essentially looking for confluence with this and looking for context is what makes it useful, because this thing could very well come down, smack this -2 and just keep plummeting. When it does that, it just, you know, auto fits these standard deviations slightly differently, and so it looks like it's working, but it doesn't. It's like any indicator, right? You got to use it as context. So like in this instance, right, we're coming down, we're testing the -1. You know, do I have confidence we'll hold at the -1? Top of these previous wicks, maybe there's an argument to take it there. Maybe it's good for a base hit. If I want to get my stop a little, you know, get my stop in a safer place, maybe I look for a slightly larger pullback down to this -2. So, you know, 30. So the potential to bid 30 on a pullback, grab the bottom of the wick, and continue higher. What I find is it helps me get my stop out of the way, right? So if I was to bid 30, my stop's down here at 5, so basically below this. Delta confirmation, wait for 2 consecutive green closes in 22 tick range. That's a sequence. Yeah, I mean, you can play it a lot of different ways. But it's something I've used for a long time. Yeah, Justice, no problem. What is the red line? This is value area low. So this is on the regular trading hour volume profile. So gives you the volume histogram on the side, gives you value area low, value area high, point of control. What's the indicator, Sergey, what's the indicator for the 22 tick range charts? Let me pull that up for you. Standard deviations on Tradeify. If you're trading on Tradeify, you can find it in the community tab. Just make sure all of your add-ons are selected. Yeah, no problem. Quite a strong reaction here. Came down, closed below that 28,500 level. Boom, back above. Quite interesting on the daily. You know, a playback into initial balance low might be on the table for me here. Not quite sure. Where's that put us? 656, 655. How we looking on likes, fellas? We're officially an hour in. Hey, and we're already at 101 likes. Okay. Yeah. We got this. 150 likes. Listen to Nightbot. Nightbot's popping off in chat, huh? All right. Might be interested in this, actually. Although, it is quite out of reach. Pull back to 50? Kind of off the -2 standard deviation level of interest for sure. Kind of that big whole round number. Although we did come up, slap 600, which, you know, not quite sure how I feel about that. Let's see here. Let's see if we turn around and come back down through this -1 standard deviation. Any specific settings? Let me pull it up. I think the only thing I have is that the linear regression that's being plotted is not on. Make sure it's 100 period, 100 candle period. But other than that, the rest should be defaults. Okay, well, pumping off of value area low here. Did we come down and test any of these wicks? I'd love a pullback, bit of a pullback and then taking a long. Ideally, what would have been a nice trade is taking, 600 to 650, looking to front run initial balance a little bit. Puts my stop down here at 75, although that feels quite aggressive. Feels quite aggressive for me. Although, retest of that big round 600 number could be nice. Depends what the close of this candle looks like. ATR sitting at 62, so we are still trading micros, not getting into the minis just yet. ATR still quite elevated. I don't want to see us close in and around 600. I would ideally want to see a close at like 625. A retest of 600 in the beginning minute or two of the candle, and then a pump higher. So, see if that sets up for us. We shall see. Might just run without us. Who knows? Quite an interesting day, though. Didn't get filled. Yeah. No way. 572.5? That's brutal. Right here? Oh. Yep. That'll do it. $200 away from passing your first eval, Dilly. That's the hardest $200. Don't change what you're doing. Psychologically, it's a weird spot. Just keep doing what you've done to get there. Always interesting to see how everyone else trades. So many ways to get the same result. Yeah, I was thinking this. So I've been hanging out in Jaws' chat at Globex Open. So you're right. I mean, me, Jaws, Danny, Matt, Rhea, Jamie, we all trade differently, right? We have different risk reward parameters, different entry models. 600 is the -1. Feels a little aggressive. Let's see here. I mean, we did basically what I wanted. We closed a little lower. I would have ideally liked to close around that 25 level. Feels like we might get a bit of a slap. Glad I did not take that. Closing in on the 80 level. All right. If we were long from 80, which actually this might have been the entry we wanted. Who knows? If we were long from 80, our stop would have been 55. Stop would have been 55, targeting 30 up here. Yeah, it is quite interesting how many different styles there are, right? Like I'll sit in Jaws's stream and I'm learning from him, or I'm watching Danny trade key levels and I'm learning from him. Jaws looking at delta divergences on the DOM, looking at delta bubbles. We all trade differently. At the end of the day, all of our entries and the mechanics behind our trades, whatever indicator you're using for context, it all comes back down to price, right? So our interpretation of price and volume, there's a ton of different ways to look at it. Getting slapped around 80. Putting in some volume down here and turning the, and shifting this standard deviation channel, it's starting to flatten out a little bit. But it is cool watching so many new faces and learning from them and hanging out and hearing different perspectives. I mean, you're right, there's 160 people in here. I'm sure there's, we all trade differently, so. Ton of variety when it comes to that stuff. Tilly, doing my best. Well, good luck. Good luck with that last 200 bucks. Okay, 101. 101 came in on the offer here at 806. Quick 12 points from the 580. Yeah, definitely good for a, it's holding. It's holding. Minimal drawdown. What I don't like is that I'm seeing the standard deviation curve flatten out, meaning we did put in quite a bit of volume down here. That being said, we did see 100 come in at 806. Buyers kind of stepped back in to defend it once we broke. So, pushing us back up here. Posted your trade in the spec trade channel. Cool, I'll check it out in a little bit. That might have been the play. Might have missed it. That was our entry. Just felt a little hesitant. Yep. A little bit of FOMO. Being picky about it. This thing's pumping straight up. I mean, we'd be break even now. We would have felt 4 points, 3.5 points, 3 points of drawdown. Would be break even, looking for 30s. Let's see here. Still a ton of volume sitting above. Initial balance low sitting above. Is that a point of control flip in MNQ? Point of control flipped in MNQ, not in NQ. Still sitting at 28,810. Where's it in MNQ? 28.7, yeah. So point of control flip in MNQ. A lot of volume being put in on the way back up here. All right, well that was our 30 target. In hindsight, well, it worked. We would have been good to go there. All right, let's check out this trade real quick. Let's see. Let's see. How we looking? All right. What time frame are we on? Are we on the... Oh, this is the 5. All right, here. Got long at 35. So we got long here. I mean, yeah. Not too much drawdown. Good catch. Old school, trading on the 3-minute chart. Very nice trade. Good base hit. Wow. That 80 bid would have played so well, huh? FOMO. FOMO. I'm calling it. Took along at 28K 506, currently up 700 bucks. Hey, there we go. Very nice trade, my friend. 3-minute, 1-minute, and 2,000 tick. No volume profile or delta. Man's out here just observing price. Like it. Yeah, like we were saying earlier, tons of different ways to trade. All right, slowing down a bit. ATR's kind of fallen a bit here during the lunch hour. I mean, this sell move starting to die out. Coming into IBA or IBL, initial balance low. Quite an interesting spot. $680 VWAP. Let me look at NQ. Where's VWAP on NQ? I have VWAP chilling around 780. Agreed. Listen to the business lens. He's doing the work for me. He wants the givey. He knows. Opening price level is in play. I mean, hey. Do I draw the meme line? Do I draw the meme line? I'm gonna draw the meme line. I'm sorry, drawing the meme line. There's the meme line. Anchored on the session. Gotcha. It's interesting. This is the, like, Globex. Includes Globex from the start of yesterday's open. I drew the line, guys. The meme line is in. Why is it a meme line? You know? I don't know. Matt's called them meme lines. Jaws calls them meme lines. Trend lines in general. We just call meme lines. Trend lines are one of those things. Again, when it works, right? Looks super pretty. Hey, okay. Meme line's goated. Maybe. That's the thing. Sometimes the meme line is goated, and sometimes it is not goated. So, you know? Sergey. You're crazy. I could be interested in a retest of 600, although it does feel out of reach. 600 sitting right at this big round number, sitting right at this -2 standard deviation, and we did get quite a, let's see, quite a ton of selling down there, so yes, they're self-fulfilling. Yep. Yep. I mean, how many different ways can I draw a line on this chart, right? I could draw 600 lines on here and claim every single one of them worked. Yeah. Let's see. Took this trade this morning. Trade up here, 50-pointer, although looks tiny based on the price action of the day. 50-pointer here. Got short. Almost got stopped. Wicked back down. Grabbed a profit down here. In hindsight, man, I wish I held that thing. Because that 50 points would have been good for 200, but Todd Lewis hit all my targets, plus took the account. You won from Jamie, up $600. Seems like a good time to chill? Yeah. GG's, my man. Nothing better than free, right? Free account, up money, get it funded, take a payout. That's huge. Keep pushing, my man. FYI, I do believe in meme lines during the lunch hour and during chop. I mean, range is range, right? Yesterday we had a crazy range during lunch hour. We were I'll look at yesterday. I want to talk about like lines holding. Initial balance yesterday. So I take a 100-point ripper at the start of stream yesterday. We get in long somewhere like at like I think 30. We get in long right here. Take a 100-point ripper, get out at 9:30. Then we sit here for almost 2 hours and just boom, initial balance, boom, initial balance, boom, initial balance, back up, boom, initial balance, finally break, right? No, Sergey, we do not trade trend lines in here. Although, I'll happily draw a meme line from time to time. There is something to be said about like a trending price, and you know, it's just like everything. It's not the end all be all. Everything people do when it comes to trading looks great in hindsight, and doesn't necessarily work. Fibs are the truth. Sweaty in Discord would tend to agree with you. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try 600. Try to bid 600. Feels a little rolly. We did front run this. Do not like that. I'm gonna try 600. Puts our stop at 75. 25 points of risk. If we even get filled, and conveniently puts our take profit right before initial balance. Although, we may bounce off this. Came down to the -2. Did not get filled, so not ideal. Sweaty the goat. Yeah, I mean, Mitch. I took a trade the other day. Wow. Well, right off the -2 standard deviation. Now we're ripping into initial balance. Right idea. Not aggressive enough, I guess. That 610 entry would have been it. All right. Well, that tap of initial balance invalidates that 600 level for me. Right. I was looking for a play into initial balance low. We tap initial balance low. Take my bid off. Right idea. Little late to the party. Not aggressive enough. The real entry, I mean, we literally missed that 580 bid. Done with the base hit account. Up 900 for the day. GG's, man. GG's. Yeah, give the man his GG's, huh? Let's see. All right. 209 likes. We're closing in on 150. Closing in on 150 likes. Closing in on that giveaway. Yep, 40 more. Well, we can't get 40 more likes. We got 40 easy. Easy. Does streaming live influence my decision making? This is something I've gotten asked a ton since we started. I guess we're almost 2 weeks in. You know, I have actually quite enjoyed streaming. It has made me, not only does it give me something to do in between my trades, but, you know, I'm sitting here talking myself through my own trading process out loud, right? So I'm sitting here, you know, ooh, this entry, this bid, I could take this, maybe I'll look at this, I'm not sure, this level looks... So I'm sitting here talking through my own process, and it's actually had a really good effect. It's made me stick to my process. So I actually like what it's done for me. So yeah, I thought it might yeah. Did you call out the opening price up here? Wow, that's way up here. Wow, look at this thing. -2 to +2. Ripper. Well, that was the trade, huh? That -2 tap would have worked. We missed it both times. -2 tap would have worked here on 80. 2 points of drawdown. -2 tap would have worked here on 10. You would have gotten half a point of drawdown. Oh, no. New York open. Okay. Yep. Quite a recovery here. Quite a recovery. What's the daily look like after, Well, doing it again, huh? Testing this level. Wicked back up. Decent rejection off of that 28,500 level. I mean, the ES hourly looks crazy. Look at that. Strong hourly. Just completely wicked out of the 11 a.m. hour. Now we're just still up. JJ still holding the 580 entry. Nice. Very nice. Maybe a little bit of a reversal. Might run into some resistance at the New York Open level. Yeah, could. We shall see. Long from 531 to 692. GG's, man. I mean, that's an aggressive move up. Look at that. Basically, straight up, took a break, straight up, took a break. I want to find a way to get long here, man. It's just I do not want to get chopped up in the process. 63.40. Button right up against that 700 level. Yeah, monster trade, dude. GG's. If you guys want me to take a look at any of your trades, toss it in the spec trades in Discord. Discord, link down below me, tbm.gg/discord. You can check that out. Hop in there. I'll take a look at your trades. A ton of good information in there. Or, link in the description. Also, pinned link in the comments. tbm.gg/Liam. If you have any questions with props, you wanna, there's a little blurb on there about me. If you're curious how I trade, what I trade, who I am. You can also find the streamer schedule for all the new streamers on there. So definitely check out the pinned link if you're looking at any new props. Code TBM gets you the best discount everywhere. Check that link out. Link in the description. Check that out. Hop in the Discord if you're not already in there. Matthias. Take a look at the pinned comment. If you click on that link, tbm.gg/Liam. My name's Liam. There is a new streamer rotation on the channel. So after Matt streams the US New York Open, I follow him up for lunch hour. Danny comes in for power hour. Jaws is streaming the Globex Open. Rhea is streaming overnight. Following her, Jamie goes live bright and early in the morning, trading the tail end of London and the pre-market, and then rinse and repeat. So check it out. Also, ton of new stuff. We are trading a ton of different props. So I'm on a Tradeify account right now. If you have any questions with that, click the link down below. Click the link down below. Pin comments. Why not go short at this level? Why not go long at this level? Asking the good questions, huh? I mean, great question. Great question. Retest of 80, back to 700. Cool, 20 points. Nice. We'll see your reaction. Wow. My bid down here feels a little stupid, huh? I don't think this is getting filled. Take a micro, click buy market and close my eyes. Now that's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Bradley fighting the good fight, saying like the stream. Did we get a point of control flip in NQ yet? We did not. How the heck is point of control still sitting up above VWAP with all of this volume down below it? What am I looking at? That can't be right. No shot. Let me refresh that. Well, it's real. That's wild. Maybe a point of control flip any minute here. Okay, so here we go. Interesting spot. Initial balance. 60, basically like 660. Aligns with the -2 standard deviation. Again, quite a ways away, but In the spirit of keeping our stop out of the way, I am down to bid 60. Puts our stop at 35. See if we get an IB retest and come down to this -2. So, we shall see here. Oh, we're in we're in minis there. Let's move over to micros. ATR still sitting at 54. That would have been a 500-point risk. Glad I caught that. A little spooky. Sergey, how does the point of control flip happen? So point of control is based on the where the majority of volume is being conducted for the day. So if you look at this volume histogram, it will flip based on where we are setting volume, typically on inside days, or if we extend below, it would, you know, the more volume we put in down here, the less likely point of control is to sit up here, right? It would flip down. That being said, if you look at the overnight session and London, ton of volume put in up here too. So grayed out histogram is the session volume. The white histogram is the New York session volume. But, all right, testing the 1. Would love a quick little slap. Wick back up. And then essentially we're looking for a play right back into 710. Would be 50 points of 50 points for a take profit. Although, once again, doesn't look like it wants to come down and make that happen. That -2 standard deviation already trending back up towards like 70, so it's running away from us for sure. She's running. Might be a lot of trapped buyers up here. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of trapped sellers down here, right? I mean, we saw 363 sellers come in at 28,500, one market order. 9 green candles. Yeah, man, give me one. Just give me one. Give me something. We had the opportunity. We had 2 great spots. This right here at 80. We could have taken 80. That lined up with our entry model. We could have taken 610. That lined up. We just missed them both. Being a little too passive here. Might need to be a bit more aggressive, but again, still kind of passive, right? The -2's moved all the way back up to 75, and we're still bidding 60. But I do not want to bid 75, knowing that 25 points lower puts me at risk if we do come down and tap initial balance, right? Don't like having a, you know, draw on price sitting right below my entry. So we'll be patient here. What are my standard deviation settings? So this is a 22-tick range chart. And if you have any questions about how I trade, link, pinned comment. There's a little blurb on there. Should explain it pretty well in the About Me section. Nice, beautiful picture of my face. Check that out. This is a 22-tick range chart. On top of the 22-tick range chart, there's a standard deviation channel indicator. Plotting a linear regression against the last 100 candles and projecting the +1, +2, +3, -1, -2, -3 standard deviations. Back into that first hour range. Yeah, what's it do now? Well, what it does is put in the smallest red candle conceivable after 9 straight green candles, and then continue to run without filling us here. I think that's what it's going to do. 80 psych level. I'm waiting for this point of control flip in the NQ, man. We still have not gotten it. Can someone let me know in chat when NQ's point of control flips? Because we're still kind of sitting over here looking at MNQ for the time being. Boys, we have 120 likes. 30 more. 30 more, and we'll give away an Apex account. 30 more. There's 160 of you in here. 30 more likes. I really want to do a giveaway. Been waiting all week. It did. It flipped. 80 now. I'm not seeing it. Do I trade low volume nodes? Not particularly. Yeah, 80-20. I mean, there is something to be said about 80-20, right? I think part of the, you know, why 80-20 is, you know, the magic 80s, magic 20s, magic ladies. I think the reason those levels are quite interesting is because, say you have draw on, like, a big round number, like 700. You know, say we sell down through 700. You'll get a bit of a rebound from 80 to 700, right? It's like, it's in and around those whole numbers. You know, so like draw a little box around 700, draw a little box around 800. Go 20 points north and south. But Danny was pointed out earlier this week, I think on Monday, we were bouncing off of like every 80 physically possible. It was like 80 to 80 to 80 to 80 to 80. Crazy. Man, this thing's running. That's 3. All the way up to VWAP. What a recovery. What a recovery. Wow. I mean, still down 450 points on the session. This thing goes a lot higher. But, good recovery. 28,810's point of control. Yeah. I would agree. Back to point of control. Yeesh. The V-bottom looking juicy, huh? Yeah, V-shaped recovery. Yep. I wonder if we get a little bit of a larger pullback as we come into some of this chop from earlier. I'm curious. $692. 700 could be interesting. 95. Feels a little scary. But I do not mind this. -2 standard deviation. Right around that 700 level. Globex point of control. Sitting at 750 in the NQ. Oh, come on. Did we nuke Iran? Is that why we're boosted? Great question, dude. I don't pay for the 100K a month for the Trump data feed to get the Truth Social posts quicker. So I don't know. I'm a little behind on all that good stuff. Oh, come on. Actually gonna adjust this to 90 if I can. Yeah. I prefer 90. I'm begging for my entry to get filled and then I move it away. Oh. Chat. Yeah, we definitely don't know because I haven't paid 100K a month yet. Chat. Oh no. Don't do me like this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Got my fill at 93. Ah. Now I'm starting to get sketched out here with this chat. Chat, what the heck? JM, what's the play here? I think the play is sideways in some direction. Up or down. Yeah, I'm pulling this. The IB retest is freaking me out a little bit. Maybe a good pull. Maybe a good pull. We'll see. Play equals go right. Exactly. When in doubt, goes right. Oh. See, and this is when that does not look totally pretty. So, pulling the standard deviation channel negative. Yeah. Yeah, it just looked heavy. We saw some sell volume come in too. Did not like it. Dump. Would have been... That, like, 95 entry would have been good for, like, a 10-point, 15-point base hit. But, not more than that. Initial balance, interesting spot. AJ. Oh. All right. 15 minutes till the top of the hour. And we're nuking a bit. IB low, regular trading hour, view up test. Yeah. Curious how we close here. Was eyeing the 664 entry. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't take it. Yeah, seeing the wave of getting, you know, having your face light up like a Christmas tree when everything flips red. Kind of wild. Seeing some of that selling getting absorbed though. I mean, some buying getting absorbed, selling getting absorbed, but selling coming in strong here. That's that pullback I was asking for. So, I mean, do we catch legs off of that and continue higher? Or getting towards the top of the lunch hour, do sellers step back up and say, no, we want this thing lower? Great question. Great question. $620s. Interesting spot. I mean, you could play a short off of this. Could play... The IB retest is interesting. We kind of slap straight through it. I wouldn't mind playing initial balance depending on how this closes, right? Like, if we get a strong close below, maybe we play... maybe I'm looking to take a retest and take it short. We kind of wick back up and we start putting in a little bit of support here, a little bit of volume. I see some buyers stepping in. Sellers start to kind of fail. Maybe it just kind of, wicks below and continues higher. We'll see. IB play is in play. Yep. What I don't want to see is a bunch of chop between IB and that anchored VWAP on the regular trading hour session that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, what's ES looking like? Is Delta just falling off over there? Came back up into all this volume up here, and we're just sliding. ES not looking so good. Interesting. This is kind of an aggressive play, but we have 4 seconds left on this candle. Kind of aggressive here. Could very well get insta-stopped here. Just reclaim this candle, but try that out. See if we can get a retest off of initial balance and push this thing lower. We shall see. Might not even get filled. Might just run. Or we might just fully come right back up and continue this thing higher. We shall see. Mags and semis going down too. Yeah, I'm curious. Is this an opportunity for buyers to reload and continue higher in the afternoon? Or are we looking at this thing selling lower? Bradley, I know the not having a universal crosshair between not having crossover between different things like the range charts and the 5-minute. Like, I can do that on Tradeify with the let me see here. With the Like with these, right? Like if we're looking at dailies, I can do that on here. It's just the range chart. It doesn't allow me. Also, I'm trading on the MNQ, and this is NQ. So it's like, there might be a way, actually. I'll look into it. There might be. I would like it. I would like it a lot if I could get some, you know, some read. Not being able to see the order equivalent over here, stuff like that. Oh, and it runs without us. ES must be plummeting, huh? Sort of? Sort of, kind of? A little bit? Gonna leave this on a little longer. I mean, two options. Continuation lower, or continue to rip this thing higher after we reload. Although we're not getting the fill, so I don't know. What are the likes at? Likes are sitting at 127. Guys, we're close. We're real close. 162 of you in here. We need 23 more likes. We'll run a giveaway. $23 more likes. We run the giveaway. No fill? Really? Didn't even give us the chance here at initial balance. Broke through and just, it's running. Still going to leave this order on because that 655 level does now line up with our +2 standard deviation. Standard deviation trending downward, still in an overall downtrend for the day. Looking for continuation off this larger pullback. Grab a little, you know, slap off of IB, continue lower. Not how you thought the hourly would close. Nasty wick. Let me look, actually. I have not looked at the hourly. Ew. Disgusting. Gross. Oh, no. No, not a fan of that. Whatever I'm looking at, no. It's like yin and yang. Like that's gross. That's gross. Oh, what's the likes? Are we over 150? 152. There we go. That's like the first one this week. We've been trying to get that like goal. All right, give me a second here. Let me see how this plays out. I have an order on. Don't know if we're gonna get filled or not. We shall see. Once we get through this, we'll run the giveaway. We cool with that? Dude, the business lens has been in here all day, just campaigning for 150 likes. This dude's been relentless. Maybe a false breakout at least. Don't expect chop. Yeah. I mean, a strong run through. Very interesting. I'll explain the giveaway here in a couple minutes once once I'm not offering this thing anymore. Once I get the orders off my screen. I'll go through all that here in a couple. Cool? What a day. I mean, I agree. Look at that hourly, dude. That hourly is absolutely disgusting. It's the weirdest hourly candle, 2 candles back to back I've seen in a minute. Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate your patience, gentlemen. Have a feeling we're going to pump into the next hourly. Yeah, you know, top of the hour. What direction do we choose? Yin or yang? Trevor, up $600 on both of the evals. You won yesterday and this morning. You won back-to-back giveaways? That's insane. That's insane. And you're up $600 on both of them? There it is. I was waiting for the rigged comment. Alright, what are we doing? Now we're slowing down here? Well, we don't like initial balance anymore? What's going on? $25,600. We almost got there. No. $25,600. You mean $28,600? $25,600. We see $25,600. We're doomed. Yeah, we're in hell down there. The hourly looks like a 5-minute. Yeah, kinda. Usa, just messing with you. Few up, still just chilling up there. Yeah. All right, here we go. Do the thing. Do it. Do it, but then immediately sell off 300 points. Standard deviation channel is kind of flat right now, which I don't like. Oh. Bradley. Oh, come on. Just... Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, Phil. Oh, this thing's gonna pump now. Yeah. Feels pumpy. Let's see. Only risking 250, so... Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy here. Slap off of IB. Do not want to see us close above IB. That is no good. We are only a minute into this candle. Minute and a half. So a nice flip red would be appreciated here. Buyers fighting here. Coming in. Some buy volume coming in here for sure. Sellers stepping on it a little bit. I think if we flip this thing red and move down here to like 30, 35, I will move break even before the close of the candle. We shall see. We shall see here. Good rejection. There we go. All right. Take the risk off the table. Why not? Looking for 605. Worst case, stopped break even. Very well, still possible. I mean, we're sitting right in the middle here. Best case, $500. Feels weird. It's whippy. Quite an interesting response off of IB. This candle, I mean, this is gross. What am I looking at, right? The hourly looks gross. This looks gross. Happy to take risk off. This is break even. It's break even. Happy with a break even trade here. Still consider that a winner. Call in the Trump tweets. Call him up real quick. I don't like that the standard deviation channel flipped positive. That it's bad news bears for me. So no reason to leave the risk on the table. Sellers trying. They're getting absorbed, though. Okay, here we go. Sellers trying a little harder. Seller stepping on it again. Okay. Coming in at a little bit of size. Small size. Getting absorbed. Still. More sellers stepping up. Okay. It's a fight. This level's a fight. I mean, I think a push lower implies we might, you know, visit the low a day. Looking good. Now I want to see us flip this standard deviation channel negative. And just continue this push down. Top of the hour. Opening candle. 1 o'clock hour. Do it. Do it. No way. There we go. GG's. 500.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Nice test off of IB. Very minimal risk. Took a $500 winner earlier on the other accounts. $500 here. Nice and patient. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that means we had 150 likes. Giveaway time. So let's get that going. I've kept you waiting for a minute on that. Yeah, a bit of a sketchy trade. This candle, I was not liking the movement here. I was not liking that movement. I mean, right, we're kind of at a decision point, right? Like, you know, we're moving back up. We come down. Do we bounce and continue higher, or do we fail and very well come back down to low a day? ES giving us a bit of a hint. Like, ES is selling pretty good here. But yeah, Took a little bit of heat. What did we take? In at 55. So we took 12 points of heat. So if I was in a mini, I would have been stopped out. So glad we sized with micros. Two good trades out of me today. Followed our rules. We're very patient. Too happy with that. This trade here. This trade here. Yeah, USA, you know, the putting in a higher wick, or so we started this candle, the 1 o'clock top of the hour. We put in a kind of a low, wicked up, and then we were fighting. That last 30 seconds, strong push back down to the bottom of the candle, leave the wick higher, tap of initial balance, you know, just kind of continue down here. Do we get follow through? Not sure, but nice part is we're only looking for 50 points, so 50 points we got. I will take that any day. All right. Now to the good stuff, huh? Little giveaway here. All right. If you guys have not already seen, check the link in the description. I am trading Apex and Tradeify accounts. New Apex promotion live right now. 100Ks. All in. $59. Sick deal. So, in honor of that, definitely hit the link in the description. Click on my page. Check that out. tbm.gg/Liam. Give it a look-sees. Code TBM if you're purchasing anything on any of the props. Best discount out there. We will run... Give me one sec. Run an Apex giveaway. So, most of you should know what to do. Apex in the chat to enter. Coley Trades had to scoop up one of those 100K Apex. Yeah, there we go. All right. Missed the like goal the last 2 days, so happy to do a giveaway here. Glad we hit it. Gonna break Nightbot again? Yeah, Nightbot can handle it. Listen, I need at least we have 150 likes. I need at least 100 of you guys in this giveaway before we run it. Give everybody a chance to hop in here. Gonna pretend I didn't see that number that was on the screen there. All right. For those of you that are new or have not been part of one of these giveaways. Yeah, right? People coming in. Yep. Yeah, Bradley. That's how it goes. If you are new, you have not been part of one of these giveaways, here's how it's going to work. When I draw the winner, there will be a site displayed on screen. I need you to go to that link, copy that code, and paste it into YouTube chat. You will then get verified. The bot will also give you a link to click in the chat. Go to that website, grab that code, paste it into YouTube chat, and then you can go back over to the tab, and your code sits right there. We need 100. $11 away. 11 away. We're getting there. We're getting there. So many giveaways. I've never gotten one. I mean, ton of opportunity. You got my stream, you got Danny's stream, Jaws' stream, Jamie's stream, Rhea's stream, Matt's stream. Yeah, Trevor, that's why you're not winning, because Trevor's the luckiest man alive. All right, 6 more. 6 more and we run it. Five more. Said thanks, Trevor. You know, I was gonna say earlier, I think we should put Trevor in timeout for at least a couple giveaways. 100. All right. All right, we're closed. That's it. Here we go. And Flazzy. Flazzies? There will be a link in chat or link on the website right here, right in front of your face. You can either click the link in chat or go to this site. Take that code. You have a minute and a half. Take that code, drop it back into chat. You will then be given your code on that tab. All right, boom. GG's, man. GG's. Congrats. All right. Great first time, he says. Don't worry. For everybody that's in here chatting all the time, hanging out, putting in the, putting in time. We notice you guys. We're Matt's running analytics. We see you guys. We see you chatting. We see who's not chatting. So everybody in here campaigning for likes and hanging out and contributing to the stream. We see you. So easy run to the bottom wick. Who said that? Viewer count suspiciously dropping as soon as the giveaway is over. Yep. No, we noticed that too. Nah, listen. We've been trying to do this giveaway for like 3 days. We've been setting the like goal at 200. Slightly too ambitious. Set it at 150 today. I really want to do the giveaways. They're sweet. Comeback runner, calling it for today. Need to learn to protect your gains. No dumb plays like I did Monday after being up $1,000. Yeah, man, GG's. I agree. Account preservation, protect the gains. Appreciate you hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Sounds diabolic. It's a numbers game still. As with prop firms. So everybody could get one, maybe. I mean, hey, you got a ton of chances, right? You hit the like goal in my stream, you hit it in Danny's, you hit it in Matt's, Jamie's, Rhea's, Jaws's. It's like 6. You get so many chances at giveaways all day. Where else are you getting that? Pretty sweet, if you ask me. Really happy with these trades today. Very happy with these trades today. Yeah, plenty of chances. Plenty of chances. 2 good trades, 2 good winners, 50 points, 50 points. Gonna draw nice little boxes here for the sake of anybody asking when they join, saying, did you take a trade today? I do not, since we're on Tradeify. It's gonna look a little janky. Sorry about that. Does anybody else use Tradeify and wish they had a way to draw like trades they've taken? Because I got to do this every time like a crazy person. Which indicator am I using? I have volume profiles over here. I have VWAP over here. I draw initial balance and initial balance high and low myself. And on the right side, I'm using a standard deviation channel. It is this bad boy. And I'm pairing that with a 22-tick range charts. Guys are doing great. Enjoy the streams. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. I think it's really cool. As like a longtime viewer myself, yeah, Tradeify sucks. Stuck in the 1950s. You know, all the platforms have their limitations, I'll tell you that. You know, it is what it is. That being said, I do really enjoy the time and sales on Tradeify. Super simple, clean tick flow. I like the volume profiles. This community indicator right here, I've been using it for quite a long time. Pretty easy to understand. So there's, you know, there's pros and cons to all these platforms. If you watch, Jamie uses Sierra, Matt uses Sierra, Jaws uses Motive Wave, which seems pretty cool. I think Danny uses TradeC, and I think Rhea also uses Tradeify. So we're all over the place. But drawing this box in by hand does kind of stink. Can't lie. 25 points. Where'd we get in? 55? My delicate little drawing session here. Let me zoom in and get this all lined up here. Chat, what do we think about my art? Are they different colors? I hope they're not different colors. Oh, they look similar. Okay. Would hang it on a wall? There we go. It was in that tab. So when you copied the code over, popped it in, it was just in that other tab. Immediately gave you all the details. Should still be just chilling there. Came back to the chat and it was spamming Apex, lagged. All the information was on that site. NFT worthy art. I mean, I'd make, you know what? We're gonna screenshot this. Is it called minting it? What's that called when you mint it? Minting, right? Minting an NFT? I don't know. It's been like 10 years since I've even thought about an NFT. We're gonna take a screenshot. We're gonna mint it. Create a digital NFT and sell it for like $3. What do we think? Anyone, any potential buyers? Anyone want to buy my NFTs? crazy in 2026 to say that. Yeah, SUV. Yep. How much does it cost to mint the thing? I'm a buyer of the NFT. $3.01. You got a deal. Cool. Anybody know how to put in take profit and stop loss as one cancels the other on Tradeify when using group trading? If you're copy trading, you are not able to use bracket orders. You can create bracket orders using the ATM up here. But because I actually should, on this Tradeify account, I should just use bracket orders. Random question. Is Apex the only prop that offers evals with no consistency rule? Any others? So, if you take a look, Hasib, pinned comment down here. Take a look, pinned comment, tbm.gg/Liam. Pop on there and look at some of the different prop firms. On Lucid and Tradeify, you can choose between evaluations with 1 day to pass or evaluations with consistency rules. So just like Apex gives you the option between, well, Apex gives you intraday and end of day trailing, like just like you have that option, you'll have the option to choose 1 day to pass or consistency rules over there. Yeah, definitely check it out. Great resource. If you want to see information on any of the props, you'll see the guys trading, or guys and girls trading on stream. tbm.gg/Liam. It's in the description. Sitting in the chat. If you got any questions, do some research. You can hop in the Discord, tbm.gg/Discord. Great resource. Can do it for one account. The doc says OCO is supposed to work for the group trades, but I can't figure it out. Just wondering if anybody else did. Interesting. Yeah. I have used it in the past, but just because I do a lot of copy trading, I've gotten very used to just manually adding stops. So you definitely should be able to. You definitely should be able to use OCO and bracket orders if you're not copy trading. Yeah, Johnny, if you're going to hop in the Discord, before you ask, go into the search bar and search up OCO or Tradeify bracket or, you know, whatever. Probably, like 9 times out of 10, if you have a question, somebody's asked it already. So scroll back, search it, see if you can find it in there. And then if not, hop in like trading chat and see if anybody will help you out. End of day, change the way you trade. Awesome, boss. So, end of day. So currently, I'm trading 5 Apex evals on the side. So today we took some trades in the Apex evals right here. We took a trade in the Tradeify account. $500 winners on both trades. I am trading Apex accounts like I would trade funded accounts, with a strict set risk reward, with a strict profit target on the day, you know, maximum profit targets, as if I had a consistency rule. If I was not, that being said, when trading end of day versus intraday, intraday, I always used to trail my profits. All right, so if I'm trying to pass in a day or two, or I'm trying to speed past the accounts, always trailing my profits in the intraday account, just because that drawdown can come back and beat you up. In the end of day, it's not really needed, so you can give yourself a little bit more room. Move to break even, try to let it run, stuff like that, versus actually having to trail your profits. It's probably the largest difference. Need to step away. Great trade. Wasn't for the 250 loss earlier, you would have been a much better day. but it's just tuition. I can proudly say I paid a nice chunk of tuition with Apex payouts in the past, so that was sweet. Yeah, GG's, man. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, no problem, Awesome Boss. Yeah, essentially if you're in the trailing accounts, if you're looking for larger winners, if you're going for $1,000, you're going for $2,000, just trail. You gotta trail, because otherwise you're leaving you're leaving a ton of room for that thing to come back on you and just eviscerate that trailing stop, that trailing drawdown. How long have I been trading? Root, I've been trading 3 years. If you want some more details on that, pinned link in the description, pinned link in the comments. Little bit of info in there about me, my trading style, how long I've been trading, where I'm from, kind of my mentality when it comes to trading. Nice, beautiful picture of my face. You can check that out. It's kind of a jump scare every time I look at it. I'm like, whoa. Whoa. Getting out of here. Thanks for a great stream, Liam. Yeah. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you hanging out, Chen. Thanks for sticking with us through these extra streams. We definitely appreciate it. It's cool seeing familiar faces from Matt's stream and then hanging out here, seeing you guys, popping into Jaws' stream or Danny's stream later while I'm just hanging out on my phone, sitting outside and seeing you guys in there, chatting away, and, it's cool. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed it, so happy you guys are enjoying it too. It also helps when you take two of your textbook entry trades and they both work out and you grab 50 points twice for $1,000 on the day. It's hard to be upset when when you're trading well, or at least you feel like you're trading well. Do I remember how long it took to get my first payout? Yuri asked me this. It was like under... Oh, I forget the exact number. It was under 10 evals. I got a payout, or I think I got a payout pretty early on trading, which was awesome. But it also meant that I thought I was the best. I thought I was the greatest trader, ever. Like, oh, dude, just made money this quick. I thought I was the greatest trader ever. I think it's something that happens to a lot of us. And then you have that humbling moment where you then don't get a payout for quite a while. You struggle. Maybe you open a personal account, you blow it. And that's when that, education phase really begins. You spend quite a lot of time trying to learn and relearn and figure things out and adjust. Not only learning markets, but your own psychology, learning that you need to adjust the way you trade based on different markets, stuff like that. So that took me quite a while. It took me the next year of trading. And it's a grueling process. You really have to love it. If you're gonna do this, you have to love it. The nice thing about props is it makes it pretty cheap to learn. Right? It's a lot cheaper than, opening a brokerage account and paying for data and doing all this extra stuff. So. Jamie, what did you do? Jamie, what did you do? Boys, what's going on? Jamie, what did you do? You mentioned, Boys, we are not running a giveaway right now. Jamie, what did you do, man? Look at... So we just... Alright, so we just ran up the giveaway. He said 200 likes and then they started spamming it. I mean, I kind of like it. Let them spam it. So I see Jamie type something about a giveaway, and then I just see Apex, 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 Apex. I'm like, what? That's funny. That's funny. That's what I think happened. I think a bunch of like a bot raid. You know what, Jamie? That actually might have been. Is that like 10 head out of you? You just... Look at that, dude. That's insane. Triggered a wave of bots. That's funny. That's awesome. Bot hunter. What's the deviation settings at, and what would you recommend for 1 minute time frame? I mean, that's a good question. I've gotten fairly used to trading this on a 22 tick range chart, so I actually don't know. I don't know how effective standard deviation channels would be on a... Jamie, dude. Jamie's a bot, confirmed? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Seeing if the word triggered it. It's not good. Jamie confirmed a bot. Comeback runner. Feel like I'm gonna miss the Big Short. Dude, on days where you start to see volatility pick up and you see these big red days, it is hard to get away from the screens. I feel that, man. Like I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna go sit outside on my phone and I'll be hanging out in Danny's stream or whatever, chatting with him. And I'm just gonna be thinking like, oh, how can I get short? I want some. I want more. I want more. Gotta preserve the profits though, man. Gotta preserve the capital. Trevor, bot confirmed. Maybe that's why he's won a couple of these giveaways. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know how I would use the standard deviation on a 1 minute or something like that. Just simply because I haven't really. Right? Like the 22 range chart moves quite differently than a 1 minute. Moves quite differently than a 5 minute. $15 accounts in the stream right now. You caught me. Well, you better toss 15 likes on there at least. Oh, now everyone's going to claim they're Trevor. Is that what's going to happen? Here we go. Yep, everyone's Trevor. I'm Trevor too. Jamie's Trevor. I'm Trevor. We're all Trevor. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. You know, thinking like a chatter, thinking like one of you guys are pretty predictable. Granted, I used to be one of those guys in chat, probably doing the predictable predictable reaction, but no, I'm Spartacus. Yo, has anybody seen the Odyssey? Anybody seen the Odyssey? No spoilers. You spoil the Odyssey for me, you're immediately on the ban list. I mean, not that you can spoil the Odyssey, because, like, read that in middle school or whatever, but heard it was really good. Yeah, man, I want to see... I don't want to see it in, like, regular format or even just, like, basic IMAX format, I need to see it in 70 millimeter. Basically what happens is these Viking dudes walk around and there's some dramatic music. You're not far off. I think that's probably a pretty good description of it, actually. I mean, that's like, I don't know if you, like, in school, I don't know. In the US, we did the Iliad and the Odyssey. So, I mean, I'm familiar with the story. Heard it was great, heard it was trash. That's what I keep seeing. People either loved it or hated it. Heard it was great. Yeah, they're not supposed to be Vikings, lol. Well, they're not Vikings, but... The, I really want to see it in 70 millimeter. Have you guys seen the picture comparing the 70 millimeter to, the regular? Like the 4x3 format? USA called it. What are we talking? Oh, yeah, you did call a run of this wick, huh? You did. I remember that. USA did indeed call that. Is there a side-by-side picture here? Worth the watch. It has intense scenes. I mean, I'm a huge Christopher Nolan guy. The fact that there's no CGI in the movie, and like the majority of it, there is VFX, but the fact that there's no CGI and it's all practical shots, insane. I've been following along for quite a while, so. This was the Tradeify funded account. Long 90, looking for 50 ticks. Long 90. Let's see here. Good entry. Nice little reaction off it. 50 ticks. It's like 12.5 points? What is 50 ticks? No, more than that. 15 points? I have not seen it. I'm patiently awaiting seeing it in 70 millimeter. 15? Yeah, 15. Quick math. Yeah, 15. Exactly, 15. Like I said. Yep. I'm trying to find the side-by-side comparison of the 70 millimeter to the regular. Like a picture. I keep seeing reels of it, but I don't want to pull up a reel here. So this right here is what I keep seeing, all right? For all the film purists out there. This is, and there aren't any spoilers in this. This is like in the trailers and stuff too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drive an hour and a half to see it. This is what a regular screen shows. So keep in mind, these are like giants, and it's all VFX, all practically shot, no CGI. And this is what you get on 70 millimeter. Like, insane difference. True 70 millimeter. Insane difference. It's impossible. The tickets have been sold out since last summer for true 70 millimeter, but they will probably be adding more. I have to drive up to New York City to see it, but even in a regular theater, it was intense for me. Yeah, I've seen they have it in like that 4D where there's like water squirting around and the chairs are all moving and it looks insane. I've seen some funny videos from that. But yeah, like, you know, I feel like I have to see it in true 70mm 4x3 format. Anyway. 740. That's enough about my Christopher Nolan's the greatest ever human being to exist rant. Would we have been stopped out if this thing came up? No, we would have still been safe. I mean, we could still be sitting in this trade. Not that it would be worth it, right? We got our 50 points and got out. We'd only be at like 65, 70 points here. We would have had to sit through all of this, but... that original entry's still playing. You should make a Marvel movie next. They make the MCU great again. What do we think about the new trailer that released? Speaking of Marvel movies, what do we think? Yo, USA. You were right. Did come down and hit this wick. Excited for X-Men to be on. Yep. Haven't seen it because I don't want any spoilers. LOL. Dude, my like pet peeve. I'm cool with like a trailer that gives you some shots and like sets the tone and there's loud music and maybe an explosion or two here or there, right? I hate when a trailer lays out like 30% of the plot for the entire movie. Granted, there's so much subplot and stuff, but like, I despise trailers. Like, leave people guessing. I get it, nobody has the attention span to like actually sit and wait and think anymore. We're like living on 20-second intervals on TikTok and scrolling reels until our eyes are like melting out of our heads. I get it. But like, don't spoil the whole movie. Smart man, Lambra. Smart man. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Yeah, or it showed exactly the only good part that is worth watching. Never watched a trailer, just finished dinner. Anything special happen? Two good trades. Two good trades out of us today. Up $1,000 across, you know, various props. $500, 50 points here. $500, 50 points here. So, happy day. Any giveaway? We already ran the giveaway. We got to the 150 like goal and ran it. That being said, there will be another giveaway during Danny's segment if you guys hit his like goal. So there's always giveaways. Every like 6 hours giveaway. Every 6 hours. Yeah, Bradley. That bothers me. Deeply bothers me. It's like if somebody's putting out an album and they release a couple songs before the album comes out, and then the album drops, and you realize for the last 2 months the only, like, the 2 songs they dropped were the good songs, and the rest is garbage. It's like, ah, great. Yeah. Yep. Nobody has an attention span anymore. Nobody can wait for things. We're doomed. All right. check out the spec trade tab. Have we had any more since? Oh, did I not check this out? Who is this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my god. That sounded crazy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, whoa, oh, oh. Is this you? Is this your trade? Is this your trade, you dropped in spec trades? Or am I looking at someone else's trade here? Because this is a great trade. Standard deviation channels projected off of VWAP, I'm assuming. This is you. Yeah. Great trade, man. I like it a lot. That spike. That sell spike. That's the one you held, huh? So that's that 300 and 380 that came in all at once down here at what, 50? Like right here? Yeah, good trade. Good risk. Love the RR. That's sweet, man. Same thing up here. Took it break even. Yeah. Yeah, it's a sweet trade, man. Yeah, make sure you guys are tossing any trades you take in spec trades, and we'll take a look here. It's a weird link. Nolan's movies are nice. Still theories out there on Interstellar. Some interesting theories with how their future, they're affected by the past, preserving Murphs. Don't leave, Murph! Sorry, had to. The M2 allow her to go back before the kids. Yeah. I mean, I love Nolan's movies. It is a bit unfortunate that they're like, you know, he basically filmed and this entire movie is like made for 70mm. Like, and you know, you only got like 20 places in the United States or around the world actually that like show it. Because they haven't made the projectors since the 80s or 70s. All right, boys. 10 minutes left in stream. Do some of the housekeeping real quick. If you guys have not already, Discord. Check out the Discord. It's at the bottom of the screen, right below my face. tbm.gg/Discord. Get in there. Say what's up. Matt talked about it earlier. We're you know, being able to pair up with people for accountability. So hop in there. Join the accountability thread, find somebody, pair up, get a buddy, create the channel, create a thread, start holding each other accountable. I think it's a really cool idea. So get in there and find some friends. Danny will be on in 10 minutes. So I'll be pushing you guys over to his stream here in a few. I'll grab his link and we'll start spamming it. Pinned chat. tbm.gg/Liam. Check that out. Not only is there a beautiful picture, giant picture of my face, there's some info about me, how I trade, what I like to trade, a detailed breakdown on the streaming schedule. You can find information on all the props. So hop in there. If you're looking to get started in one of the props, hop in anybody's stream, ask questions. We're happy to review it with you. Go in there, find details. Click the link. Should give you all the information you need. tbm.gg/Liam. Sitting in chat. It's also down in the description. Great resource. Cool stuff. I'm looking to expand my stack of props into Lucid, I think. That being said, we're trading Apex and Tradeify right now. Apex, huge deal. Huge deal on Apex right now. $59 all in for the 100Ks. Am I green today? Yep. I am up 500 on this account and 500 on the accounts I traded this morning. So, I am closing in on passing 5 evals here, trading it like I would trade funded. And this is a Tradeify Lightning funded account that I actually won in match stream last week with Brett, the CEO of Tradeify. So check those accounts out. Great day. 2,500, up 3 grand across evals and fundeds. Yeah, we were patient. I mean, we sat through this, traded the way we wanted to trade, got good entries. Yeah, Root. I'll tell you what, Root, since I won the giveaway, this is a single Tradeify Lightning funded account. So I'm trading this alone. Since I won that giveaway last week, I have not entered any of the giveaways out of fear that if I win again, the rigged accusations will be too strong. So I'm leaving them for you guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, you can check out Danny's stream. You got 7 minutes here. He'll probably be stopping in to say what's up. I'll start throwing the link out there. You can hop over his stream. Power Hour with him. Some cool journaling stuff. He showed a payout live earlier this week. Yep, that is quite literally why I don't enter. But I'd rather you guys have them anyway. So we set the like goal at 150 today. A little bit more achievable. I want you guys to get the giveaways. Like goal was set at 200 earlier this week. Couldn't get there, so did the giveaway today. Happy to do the giveaway. Plenty of chances for giveaways in the coming streams. Danny streams after me. Check him. Trading Power Hour, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. Jaws, Globex Open, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can check out, we have a RIA at 3 a.m. Central, 4 a.m. Eastern, I think. I don't know. Go to the link. It's pinned in the chat. It's in the description. Go to the link. Gives you a detailed breakdown. You got Jamie kicking us off bright and early, 5 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. or 5 a.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, and then that rolls right back into match stream. They did a cool stream this morning, a little crossover stream. So Jaws and Jamie were hanging out. Lot of cool stuff coming from us. So make sure you guys stick around. For those of you that have been in the chat all day long, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you hanging out. Seen a lot of familiar faces, chatting with a lot of the same guys, so appreciate you. Yeah, Jaws pulling all-nighters. Jaws is a wild boy. He's definitely putting time in, so say what's up to him later. Yeah, GG's guys, appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging out. Do we really roll and come back down into these lows? That's crazy. We've been yapping about the Odyssey. For quite a while here. Give me 1 sec. I am going to... Yeah, cheers, guys. Appreciate you. It's a 5-minute chart. And this is a 22-tick range chart. Too cool. Going to pull up his stream here. Get the link for Danny's stream. He should be going live any minute now. So, get on over there. Link is in chat. If you guys just hang out, I'm going to push you over there in a couple minutes anyway. But link is in chat. Go bother him about the like goal. Run up the likes. Get a giveaway going. Hang out. Talk journaling. Talk the new thread in the Discord. Talk price action. He runs a 6 stream, so I'll be hopping in there in a little bit, saying what's up, hanging out with you guys. Appreciate you guys sticking around today. Awesome day. Recapped a couple of y'all's trades. Really good trades. Osa. Sick trade, man. Off the bottom. That spike in sellers. Ran it up. Cool stuff. Really enjoying this. All right. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, gentlemen. Interesting reaction here. Below value area, low. Bounced it. Breaking below. All right. One last time. Tossing the link to Danny's stream in chat. Start heading over there. Let me double check. Let me see if he's live. He is not scheduled for 2, so he will be going live here in just a minute. There's the link. Head on over there. Say what's up to Danny. Well done for today. Tomorrow's a new day. Yes, sir. Osa. Always. Protect those profits, dude. Have a great day ahead. See ya. Yeah, man. See you tomorrow. Happy Thursday. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you move over there. Say what's up to Danny for me. One last time. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. tbm.gg/discord. It's right below my face, somewhere down there. Hit that. Go find that. Link in the description. Want to check out information on the props, the new Apex giveaway, or the new Apex promo? Hop in there. Tons of good stuff, so check that out. Also, before we leave, if you guys have any questions on Tradeify, Matt just dropped a breakdown like 2 hours ago on Tradeify. His thoughts, the rules, talking about the different accounts. So check that out on the main channel. Definitely check that out. I'm definitely watching it because I'm trading a Tradeify account. I'm curious if there's anything I've missed. Hear his perspective on it. So appreciate you guys. All right. Danny is live, so I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here. Push you guys over there. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Loving the streams, loving doing this. So, as always, be smart, be patient, and I will see you tomorrow.